I'm here with Lee Tessier. We're in Dallas, Texas. We're at the Tony Robbins, actually the Build event.
Yep.
And Lee brought his team over January of this year. And not just his team, his whole brokerage. I mean, this was a big deal for you to make a move to eXp and to impact worldwide. And I'm just honored to work alongside you. We are doing some great stuff together. And tell us a little bit about like that process of coming over. Like, what was your thought process?
No, it only took like 2.5 years
Just a
that you
minute.
call him. You know, I just went independent, 3 years before, and you kept calling and calling and calling. And it was nice. I mean, my wife would be like, oh, Shelly's calling again. Same thing. And then finally to the point where like, all right, it makes sense. We've seen enough friends moving across country. Like, why are they moving? Why are they moving? I better pay attention to the model. So then we started watching, like, all right, now it's time. Got my license and so forth in Florida and multiple states now. So I was like, all right, this gives us one cap. What was really important for us? It's really important for my team. That being having the ability to get stock, because I can provide 401k for my admin, but I couldn't do it for my agents.
Right.
So I was like, all right, what can I do for them? Because most agents aren't good at saving just in general, and I want to make sure this is a forced savings plan for them for the future. So if they opt in for that agent equity, it's huge. It's like a game changer for them. I'm seeing how much mine's changed in a 7-month period of time. I'm like, holy crap, this is starting to add up quickly, which is a big plus. And then the stock's awarded to you is a big plus. So I think that when the student's ready, the teacher shows up. Sometimes we're a little bit like closed off, the gate's closed, but I think of Cliff Freeman saying the most expensive thing is a closed mind. And so many are closed. It's like, all right, they're starting to open, and it's not a matter of when, if they're going to join, just a matter of when. So, it was a very good option for us. Glad that we made the change, and it's amazing.
Well, I don't blame you for feeling that way, because as like your name is on that building, and Lee has an incredible team. They do about 500 transactions a year, and he's a national coach. So like in his own right, he definitely could own his own business and grow an incredible, national company himself. And for him to partner with a company, what it does is just leverages you, and it gives you, like you said, but I couldn't provide that for my team.
Right.
You couldn't provide that for your brokerage. It's so leveraging, and then the energy, and you see the agents like coming together. A lot of your team is here in Dallas.
Yeah,
How important has that been?
Oh yeah, it's kind of eye-opening for them. They would listen to what I'm telling them, but now that when they're seeing it and hearing other stories and other agents talking, it's like, all right, the collaboration, they're seeing it with other agents in our market. We probably had another 20 people come to Dallas, so
Right.
and then Fritch's team, another 8 to 10 people there. So you're getting much more collaboration and deeper relationships where everybody's helping everybody. Where you're talking about like pulling people over the fence, they're all willing to help. And some of the relationships that we formed, like I was friends with them for a long time, but I didn't know like Rob Commodore has a stock background and so forth. So it's like different things that come up as you're.
It's funny. I was thinking like, you've known the Fritch team for a long time. They're a dynamic team down in Minnesota. You're in Maryland, and they collaborated. Lee was an instrumental coach. Chris will tell you that he helped him grow his business to $85 million. And what's cool is we were all having dinner, like Chris's team and Lee's team are together. And at this conference, like the energy and the excitement behind everybody's eyes, like you can feel it in their whole body, the way they're.
Yeah, and talking to them, they're like, all right, we heard what you guys were saying before, but now we feel it.
Right.
Now we come to the event.
It's got to come in your heart, right?
Yeah, so go to the events because it's going to be really important for you. We do it for our team because I want them to open their eyes and see what's out there and see the availability. And it's anywhere from the smaller agent to the huge agent. It doesn't matter like how big their pipeline. If your pipeline can grow, it doesn't matter.
Right.
So.
We all started somewhere. We all started with one sale.
Yeah.
We all started when we built a team with our first agent working or admin working alongside us, and then this company gives us that power to just do so much more together.
Right. Yeah, I was happy because I crested 100. Like I only had 18 agents total in my brokerage.
Right.
So now we have 100 people that are in my line. Now look at yours at 27 or 2,800.
Yeah.
It's like holy crap! And you see some of them rents at 15,000. It's like holy crap. And so it just opens your eyes of what's available to you.
And now we're not micro marketed anymore. Like it's not just Maryland anymore, not just North Carolina, which we love where we sell real estate.
Right.
But now we are able to go across the country, across the world, and impact people's lives and see the difference and feel the difference.
Yeah. Let alone whatever you do with your team. Like I expanded into Florida. One of my guys is coming from Pennsylvania and moving to Florida. So it's really interesting of like relationships. And he said, I've only known you guys a couple months and I've traveled more with you in he's like, I've traveled more places because of you guys in 2 months than I have my whole 32 years. So it's like really just interesting at how you're impacting people's lives that you don't always see right away, but it's like, all right, how does it change for the positive? Here he's moving his family across country, a 1-year-old, 3-year-old, and his wife.
Wow.
Florida. So it's really,
that's awesome.
really cool when you're
That
seeing
is exciting. Yeah, that's really cool. What would you say, like, this week was one of the things you were like, this is my big aha this week, or something that you felt like was a great takeaway?
I don't know, I'm waiting for Tony now, so that's the big one. But I'd say, other than that, it's just been a deeper relationship, seeing some friends I haven't seen in a while. Every time I come, I see another friend that I knew from a different conference or a different event. I'm like, oh, you're at eXp now too, so it's like kind of interesting. I would say, don't hesitate to call the people that you're thinking you should call. Because I had multiple people call me and like, I wish I would have called you. I was like, no, you don't, because Shelly called me for 2 years and had to be that persistent. But it's like anything else, it's our business, is consistency and persistency. That I would say that like is through everything that we do. Whether it's eating good to saving, because you start saving, you don't notice a difference in a day, a week, a month. It's long term, and people need to see long term. They're just like this. This is a long term play. Not what's the stock worth today, what's it worth 10, 15 years from now.
We start accumulating naturally as we do transactions, and that's huge. And being able to have that opportunity is really, really good. With your, like, as far as your stock and all the things that you've seen, like, your agents are all participating and they're enjoying the benefit of that. And you just are an icon agent yourself and got your 16,000. I think it was just before everything kind of went a little wild there.
2 to 3 weeks, that was right before, so it was a good timing. So value's going up. I mean, I'm looking at it, I was like, all right, I got 70 grand in stock already.
That's
and it's
crazy.
been 7 months, so all right. Things are progressing.
That's awesome.
And it just gives us other avenues besides just rental properties. So we have rental properties. You do different.
Because you've always been very savvy in our industry as far as like doing good with investments and thinking ahead.
Lived through the hard times.
We all did, right?
Lived through the hard times, and makes you a lot smarter. So and then you can transfer that through your team. So it's like, all right, save, like, don't spend everything you make. We see so many people do that. It's like, all right, this just gives you a broader spectrum and multiple streams of income.
Totally. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you.